Button. All right, so welcome back, guys. So today is Google Ads Day 2, and super interesting day. Again, when I ready to talk about Google Ads, I feel so pumped up because this is something that I really love to talk much more about it as compared to different niches. But this is something that I really love it. Very first thing, very first day, I've told you about the Google ad campaigns from starting from scratch to search campaigns to display campaign, video campaign to shopping campaigns. I've just given you outer line of each campaign, that how campaign really works, how it looks like, and also how to set up Google Ads account. And I even have showed you. If you are not sure how to do it, I'll upload later recordings. You can check it out. But as if now, we are clear with the very first thing is which is what type of campaigns we have in Google Ads, all right, and how it looks like, how to set up Google Ads to perform all this together. So today is Google Ads Day 2. So it is not the day that you can start jump ahead and directly and start creating any campaign. It's not the right the time. Okay, it's not the right time. I can simply say, because if you do so, you're gonna miss out simply super important things. Okay, Google Ad Dashboard itself is a very self-explanatory dashboard, but along with a lot of criticality, because the moment you missed out some particular thing in Google Ads, you have to pay hefty amount of money to make this thing happen. Okay, I hope you agree, right? The moment you do a mistake in Google Ads will charge you 10x the regular amount. So suppose this a particular lead comes at 10 rupees or 15 rupees, but if you're doing some certain mistakes, you have to pay 150 rupees for the same lead, which you could have acquired in 15 rupees or 20 rupees. This is a big loss for your business. So to avoid that, you have to do some certain things, and to avoid certain things, you have to understand few metrics, that how it's get calculated, how the things get done, and so forth. So are we excited, guys, to learn more about it, like how to do more optimization in Google Ads before jumping in campaign? Okay, so we'll go step by step, and let me know in the chat, are you pumped up? Go ahead. Yes, super excited. Yes, let's go. So very first thing here is Google Ads position. What do I mean by Google Ads position? Okay, so let me just show you quickly. If I just go here and Google, let me just type this VPN. Okay, what happened just now? I was searching for best VPN right now. I haven't read much more long tail keyword like VPN under 1,000 rupees, 2,000. No, I've just simply searched for VPN, and VPN something is very common right now. Everyone needs a VPN. So you must have seen, as I told you, there are different ads placement right now where people get ranked on search results. You can see there is it's a first ad over here, second ad is here, third ad is here. So we have three ads in front of us. Okay, three ads front of us. Now we are discussing about Google Ads position, how we calculate our Google Ads position. Okay, so you must be thinking, yeah, there are lot many advertisers for this VPN in the throughout the world. Those who are providing the services. Why just three, or why just four on the top? What are the key areas that it actually affecting? Okay, if you know this trick, if you know this hack, okay, so why these people are coming on the top? So you have the master wind thing, so you can simply tweak that and you can get out of this zone and you can rank it on top. Okay, that we can do it. So in order to do it, we have to understand one thing, which is Google Ads position with the help of auction. Okay, now we're going to talk about what is auction. So all this together, if we are seeing this advertisement, like three advertisements coming together, they are fighting to each other to coming on the top. This particular fighting session called auction. We all know that what is auction, right? What is auction, guys? Can you just quickly tell me what is auction? Simple
Body.
language, not in advertisement. Anyone?
Bidding for any product or service.
Yes. Okay. Fine.
Where we buy some products by bidding.
Yeah, I can take that. Okay. So it is something that you are selling same t-shirts in the market and you are bargaining to each other. You are saying that I can sell it for 40 rupees, other one person says I can sell it for 35 rupees. So whichever will like sell for the lesser amount, they will get the more sales, of course. people will go to that shop. Similar to goes to here in a vice versa format. We are paying to show our advertisement on top. So those who are paying very much right now, they are likely to come on top. But this is not it. Okay, it's not about just paying factor. There are a lot of factors involved when we talk about to come on the top of the Google ads. Like this, like I search for the VPN, this particular person from www.top10vpn.com, it's something kind of website along with the service they are providing, and they are just running advertisement on this. So that is fine. So they are ranking on the top. And why they are ranking on the top? Let's see why they are ranking on the top. There are some certain factors. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, this process that happens with each Google search to decide which ads will appear for the specific search, in which order those ads will show on the page. So what do I mean that? So it is not like that you write something, this ads will come up. No. So anyone, like all these are here are sellers, those selling their services on Google right now. Okay. And they are only get triggered when we have the relevant query search. This is the relevancy of query searching. If I'm writing VPN, so I should only get the VPN advertisement, nothing else. Very first thing. Okay. Now they are fighting to each other to come on the top. Now in just short period of time, we will see the how the calculator is being done in order to do it. Okay. So are you guys clear that if we are writing the similar query and the results will whatever will come, it will be like super similar. It's not something that Google AI is doing. No, it is something that when the people are doing, they're creating their campaign like this, they are matching their inside VPNs keywords to search query. So you see, hang on, just see. You can see one query here as a VPN. How many VPNs you can read here? In this first ad, they are writing VPN on the headline. Top 10 best VPN India. One VPN. Let's come to the description. Compared to the top 10 VPNs, again it's highlighted. Fast VPN, again it's highlighted. Let's come to the second one. It says Namecheap free VPN trial, again in the VPN in the description. Okay. 7. They have VPN over here as well. Now here as well. So do you think people are writing very relevant stuff to this query? That's why they are somewhat into the right kind of search results. What do you think? Let me know on chat. Is it? Yeah. All right, let me show you how this particular thing is done and how they are able to calculate it and coming on the top. Like why this particular, that this person, this top10vpn.com is why the heck he's on the top. Why not in third place, fourth place? He could have achieved on top place. Namecheap itself, it's a very big company. Why they are on the second page, not in the first page? Let's see. Let's see why it is. So if we go here, auction factors are here. One is quality score for sure, which is your ad quality. Again, what is your ad quality? Ad position and the bids. Okay. What is quality score? I told you last session as well. It consists a lot of things, but it is a score given by a Google according to your overall performance of your advertisement out of 10. Okay. They give you a score out of 10. Again, second thing, ad position. It varies. Okay. Whatever ad position, it will according to charge you. So auction is something, if you're coming on the top, it's not necessary that you are paying hefty amount for that. No, if you are pretty relevant to your search result, delivering right commitments, good experience and all, you're coming on the top. So I can say those who are coming on the third position right now, they are paying much more than as compared to first one. Sounds crazy, right? Because it should be supposed to, those who come on the top, they should pay more for it. No, it's not like that. Google is not running behind your money. Exactly, they are into customer oriented process. So people are searching for VPN. Out of these three, those who are going to provide relevant results, they will come on the top in the respect whether they're paying hefty amount or not. Okay, there are a lot of calculation I will show you just now. All right, so shall we go ahead? Let's see the calculation, guys, how the calculation is done to get ranked on the top of the search queries. Shall we? Yes. All right. How it's get calculated? Of course. Let's see. Fun fact. All right, guys. Can you see this? If you can see this, please say yes in chat. You can see it. Okay. All right. Now be with me. listen to me carefully, otherwise you will lose the track. Okay, listen to carefully. Now let's come here. You can see advertiser one. Okay, how does Google determine what to pay? Let's check the advertiser one. Suppose what is a maximum bid? Let's come to the next. Okay, currently he's paying $2 for each click. $2. Okay. Now I told you about the quality score earlier. Now Google gives you quality score out of 10. Now he's getting 10 out of 10 quality score right now. Okay. So what is the ad rank right now for him? 2 into 10. It's 20. Okay. 2 into 10 is 20. Let's not go to this actual CPC. Let's come to advertiser 2, which is $4. Now you're going to see closely what is going to happen. Advertiser 2 is paying $4 for a click. Now he has a quality score of 4. 4 into 4 is 16. Okay. Now advertiser 3 is paying $6. His quality score is 2. Okay. 6 into 2 is 12. Now advertiser 4 is paying $8 for a click and quality score is 1. So his ad rank is 8. Now you must be thinking that how the thing is happening. Even after he's paying $8, he's paying $8 for one click, and the first advertiser paying $2. Still, he's getting quality score just 1. So let's not go into that how he's getting only one quality score. Let's see how this calculation is being done. Okay, let's see first. So whichever has the higher ranking factor, like 20, he's got the base maximum score. Those who got the maximum score, they will come on the top search result. So in this case, this particular person, top10vpn.com, is in the right ranking score, which is this 20. You're getting it? So this is a right ranking score. So how the cost per click is measured? Let's see. Okay. So what's your price? This is the calculation, guys, over here. This is which is given. Your ad rank of the person below you, upon your quality score plus $0.01. So let's do it. So let's go for the first one. We have an ad rank position of 20. Down below is 16. 16 divided by my quality score is 10 plus $0.01, which is $1.61 on the right. Pretty interesting, right? Same goes to second one. Let's do the second one. We have 12, and down below is advertiser 12. Second is competing with the advertiser 3. All right. So his 12 upon 4. 4 is a quality score plus $0.1. If we calculate, we'll get 3.01 cost per click. This is the cost per click formula. Let's go for advertiser 4. Same, 8 by 2 plus 0.01. 8 is his ad rank, 2 is his quality score plus 0.01. Cost per click is 4.01. So you're noticing one thing. This cost per click is going to be increased. Their ad rank is low. First thing, ad rank is getting low, and also cost per click is getting increased. First is $1.61, second one 3.01, third one is 4.01. So it's surprising, right? The very first thing, if your ad rank is high, you're less likely to charge less. Okay, so you'll be very charged less as compared to higher, even after you pay much. Like the last person, advertiser 4, is paying $8, straight $8, but due to his quality score is not up to the mark, that's why he's paying high cost per click. Okay, but whether advertiser 1 just paying $2, quality score is super good, ad rank is super good, is just paying $1.61. Interesting fact, right? So what do you think, guys? Do you found this interesting? And moreover, you understood this concept, how it's get calculated here? Super easy formula. You can write it somewhere, take screenshot, whatever you want, you can do it. What do you think? Let me know in the chat. CC? Yes. Guys, if you are clear, please put CC, because this is something that you can ask again if you're not clear. I want you should know it, that how auction is being done. Okay. This is advertiser 1 for you right now on your front of your eyes. Live example, top 10 best VPN is advertiser 1. This person is advertiser 2, Namecheap, and third one is VPN Mentor. So we are talking about 3 advertisers right now. First is paying $2, $4, and $6, according to like $6. So you can see that why this person is coming on the top, because he's likely to having more quality score right now. And it's not just about 4 participants, even they have 50 people like the same. Suppose there are 50 or 100 people throughout the world. Do you think only there will be 4 people throughout the world those are running advertisement for VPN servers? I don't think so. There must be somewhat 400 people, more than 4,000 people must be running this kind of advertisement. How this factor is being calculated is just because of this. They are competing to each other. Okay, they're competing to each other. This is the just 4 members. It could have for 400 people same. And Google can do quick calculation in the software. They can rank your advertisement accordingly. So basic funda is you have to make sure what is your maximum bid and what is your quality score. I'm repeating again, what is should be your maximum bid, what should be your quality score. Okay, maximum bid is very important. They could have write just bid. Why they have written maximum bid? It's not that you have to spend $2. Okay, suppose I told my maximum bid value is $2. Now you can see actually I have just paid $1.61. Have you noticed that? Actually I have actually have spent $1.61 instead $2. So this is my maximum capacity that I can pay, and Google will always rank you whenever they want to rank you. So simple, very simple thing. Again, repeating, emphasizing on this again. If you want to rank any kind of search campaign like this, if how they created, we will also learn how to create like this campaign. If you want to rank it on top, you have to focus on two major stuff, which is your maximum bid, how much you are willing to pay. Suppose your quality score is 10. Now my competitor quality score is also 10, but I am willing to pay maximum $2, and the advertiser too also want to pay $4. Now you tell me, Google, whom it will be choose, like second or first? Who will be in the first priority? Both the quality scores are same. What will be the top priority then for Google?
$4 one.
$4 one, correct? Because now he is paying more even after having the same quality score. So we are competing to each other. They are checking two major factors. One is maximum bid, how much you can spend to Google. Another thing is quality score. Getting it? Two things done, you are pretty sorted. You can leverage this power to scale any kind of search campaign on the top. Super easy. Later we will see how to rank our search campaign while optimizing quality score, how to create, how to integrate keywords and all, ad grouping and all. We'll see it. Okay. So as if now, so this is the calculation for this auction insights. Okay. So are we clear on this, guys? If you are clear, please put CC in the chat so I'll know that you are pretty clear. And it is very important concept to have. Super interesting and super deep again. Okay, you will not fight somewhere else. Okay, this is a very deep thing, and I bet you just go and outside and ask that how this auction is being calculated. Hardly out of 100, 5 people can give you answer, maybe 2. They don't know that how these ads are on upside down, like how they are being calculated in order to show the results. Okay, if you know the facts, you can run advertisement right from today. It's not that difficult then. Awesome that you are clear. Great. So shall we go ahead, explore a little more things? We have more things to explore right now. Shall we go ahead? We are clear. I can see it. Yes. All right. One of my favorite topic right now, quality score in Google Ads. All right. Okay, guys. So do you have any awareness how to increase quality score? Can you just give some few inputs before I give my own inputs? Any opinion? How to increase quality score? Ever heard before? If you haven't.
Landing page experience. Landing page should be relevant to the ad copy that you do and the keywords that you use for search campaigns.
Yes. Pretty close. Yes. All right. Okay, so shall we go ahead, guys? Let's see how to optimize quality score, because in last we have seen two factors are major here. One is maximum bid you can pay. Another one is quality score. I think the quality score is the total game changer, because of course you can have variance in maximum bid. You can change it anytime, but the quality score, you cannot change it very easily. There has some lot of factors to, get highest quality score 10. Okay. So let's see how it's get calculated and how we can take benefit out of it. Let's see. Very first thing, stop adjusting bids. That's why I've written on red thing. stop adjusting bits. If you are running already Google Ads, if someone is running and he's not getting results, tell them stop adjusting your bits. First thing, okay, tell them stop adjusting bits, because bits, it's never been a case to get the best results out of a quality campaign, because you can clearly see maximum bid is not playing major role here. Major role is playing by quality score, then later second is maximum bid. Agree, guys? Agree? Quality score is playing major role here, then second max bid. If you are agree, please type agree in the chat. You agree with me? Yes? Yes, agree. All right. So let's go ahead. Let me just show you this. Focus points, page experience, ease of navigation, add relevancy, and manage bounce rate. Simple. So let me just show you all these three things together, what I'm trying to say. One is page experience. The moment I have just writing VPN right now, the moment I click on this page, it should be super good, and my page experience should be good. Like I've just opened this right now in front of your eyes. Okay. Now you can see this is a small landing page with this help of kind of blog section. It looks like affiliate moreover. Okay. So you can see navigations are pretty easy, guys. All the buttons are clear, very visible, clearly mention the score, review, feedback, addressing the description. Very not very long landing page. Everything is sorted. Even they're providing this authority names like New York Times, BBC, CNN, WSJ. All right, that's it. And moreover, the experience right now I'm having is not that cluttered. Okay, now one pop-up came and I can simply ignore it. Suppose, give it for example, now here is the one pop-up for this website. If they forgot to add this remove button, like if this is a permanent pop-up, what if it's a permanent pop-up? Do I willing to spend more time here on this website, or I'll just skip it or to some other website? What do you think? If it is non-removable, this kind of pop-up is there in the website. Of course, right? I will jump it. The moment I jump to here to some other website, what will happen? This factor will strongly change. Bounce rate. I have to make sure whatever I'm putting the content for my user, it should be super relevant. If it is not relevant, it's something that this is the pop-up which has just came up right now in front of your eyes. If it is not relevant, I will quickly close it and jump to somewhere else. And this particular jumping factor will decrease my page response time. Like people are hardly staying to my page. 30 seconds, 40 seconds, you will see your bounce rate is super high, and quality score will go down. Another factor, add relevancy. If I am searching for VPN right now, in fact, when I clicked it, if suppose it's not a VPN site, I found it's something similar to dating sites instead of a VPN, it's a bad impression, and I will quickly close the tab, because I knew that it's a wrong query. It's not a wrong query by me. Those who are running advertisements, they provided the wrong link. It's not even relevant. There is no such a VPN description and all. They are just promoting some other stuff inside it. So if you are saying that it's a best VPN and all, your blog or your website says the same story. Okay, it should be the same sync. The moment you talk about something else, you will be disqualified, and you will see a huge drop in the quality score. Again, page experience. The moment I say about the page experience is navigation, is something like this. The like suppose I click on it, page experience in the sense it should load really fast. First notice, okay, it should load very fast. All this navigation bar should be super clear, not playing any games. So like this pop-up is really nice. It's just an offer. Okay, get 3 months free today. There is no problem with it. I can buy it because it's a 3-month free VPN. I really liked it because I'm here for a VPN service, not for any other service. So this is highly relevant. Okay, even I can close it if I don't want it. So I have this score button again, visit. If I just make sure that if I open on my phone, how is my phone experience? Let me just have a look quickly. Okay, so you can see in the phone, it's getting loaded nicely. It is a phone view, guys. So in phone, I'm not going to find any kind of problem to navigate. Here and there, clearly showing the results, visit button are nicely big, and information is fine. Nicely creating a grid, they put it the number and all. So what do you think? What's your experience in this landing page? What's your experience in landing page? What do you think?
Cool, awesome.
Awesome, right? Simple design, not something very shiny, very big, heavy landing page. They are talking point to point. They are talking point to point. See, they are provided simple navigation, headline, description, who they are catering to, what kind of platform they are available right now, how many type of competitors they have. This is ExpressVPN, Surfshark, CyberGhost. They are also competing each other. They are giving score. So it is super easy for me to decide where I want to go, because it's not something they're just pitching their own services. They, in fact, they started comparing to each other, and they're just giving score as well. I don't know how they give this score, but this is something that I really liked about it, because I am seeing just 9.8. So after seeing this 9.8, even this last one is super good in do it, but the score is not that good. So I'll find, okay, this is something that good. I'll go with this VPN and I will buy it or maybe subscribe it later. So that's how my journey will go on in this landing page. And this particular bounce time, it's more than a minute I am staying to this website, or more than it's almost 1.5 minutes, like on a 2 minutes roughly. So my quality score will really go high. It means Google will understand that you are pretty good, you are interested to read more about it. So you must be reading whole content and deciding then. Okay, so this is the major stuff, that experience, ad relevancy, and bounce rate should be super good. Are we clear, guys, that this is something that you shouldn't miss out? If you are clear, put CC in the chat. You are clear that how to manage your quality score. Okay, and keywords is also one of the point, but we'll talk about later, because these were the major things which I've shown you from outside of the circle. And if you know it, that's it. You are super good to go in the Google Ads. You will rock it. Okay, great. You're clear. All guys, I want CC from all of you, because this is very important topic. I will not move on if you're not putting CC in chat, everyone. Okay,
Clear.
great. All right, let's go ahead. Now let's talk about some Google ad structure. Okay, so how many of you remember we talked about Facebook ad structure as well? And you remember that, how we talked about it? We discussed about
Yes.
Facebook ad structure, how it looks like, how it should be.
Yes. Yes.
And
campaign ads
it's different in Google Ads. Okay, it's not that different, but yeah, Google Ads structure is something that you have to maintain in a such a way, because in Facebook Ads we don't focus on keywords, because it's not a keyword based platform. But in Google Ads we have keywords for everything. Okay, from your search to display campaign to YouTube campaign to search campaigns, shopping campaigns, right? So it's totally relying 60% your all Google Ads activity on keywords. So we have a separate section on keywords to maintain all together. Let's see how to create a nice Google Ads structure. Now take notes. On the top is your Google Ad console. Okay, on the top is your Google Ad console. Now let's create a campaign one. Campaign one could be for let's say we can go for electronics brand. Okay, campaign one could be for electronics brand, and campaign one, let's say for the laptop brand. Okay, let's go for laptop brand, like Dell laptop. Okay, campaign one name is Dell laptop. Now at group A, 1A and 1B, Similarly, that's how we created in Facebook ads. Remember, we created a campaign, then 2 ad sets and 2 ad copies each. Yes.
Yes,
So
yes.
similar to here as well, we created one campaign. Under one campaign, we created 2 ad groups, and under 2 ad groups, we will create a one keyword section, and also the ads will be there. So let me give you an example right now. So let's say we are doing for laptop. Okay, we are doing for laptop. In ad group 1A, we will provide a commercial laptop. Okay, we will provide a commercial laptop. You know commercial and regular laptop, guys. What is commercial laptop? Commercial laptop is which is used in offices. It is rough and tough laptop. It is expensive as compared to your regular home desktops. Okay, this is expensive. So this is called commercial laptops, which is being used in offices, roughly used and all. Okay, so in ad group 1A, we will create commercial laptop. In ad group 1B, we will create regular laptops. Now listen carefully. Why I have split it in this way. In 1A, ad group 1A, there is a keyword section. Under the keyword section, I will write commercial laptop. The moment people search for commercial laptop, this particular ad group should trigger, and with respect to trigger, it should show some ad. So that's why this is here is the ads, ad A and ad B in the under 1A. Okay, that's how segregated. Campaign 1 is my laptops. Under campaign laptop, I have 2 campaigns. One is commercial laptop, another is regular laptop. Okay, it should be bifurcated like this. Okay, and they should be somewhat relevant in a different manner. You're getting it? It shouldn't be super different. It shouldn't be super different. Like one is a laptop, another is a mobile. It shouldn't be like that. You want to do 2 ad groups, so create something to be like this. If one is commercial laptop, another one is a regular laptop, you want to sell it. So one keyword in ad group 1A could be like Lenovo commercial laptops under 25,000 or something like this. You can add it. Under 1B, what you can target, home-based laptop under 25,000, a Dell laptop 50,000 for home uses, something like that you can target. Okay, and each keyword will target different ad groups. The moment people will search home basic laptop, your ad group 1B will be triggered. The moment people searching for commercial laptop on Google, your 1A will be triggered. You're getting it? That's how the structure will be, and same goes to vice versa on other side, which is campaign 2. Okay, first create one campaign, focus on one campaign, forget about the campaign 2, just focus on campaign 1. How you should launch a product. If they have a multiple variants like blue t-shirt, red t-shirt, you're getting it? Let's not about t-shirt, let's talk more about like something that have a different variants, like watches having a different segments altogether, like a men, women, and also some little digital explanation and specification and all. So I hope you're getting it, right? So how this kind of campaign should be created in a nicely structured way, and we will see later in under while creating campaigns in our Google ads for sure. All right, so if you are clear so far, again, please put CC in the chat if you are clear. If you're not clear, don't put CC, please ask questions. Okay, very important. Will not go ahead.
With this example, it is much more clear.
Yes, so I gave you an example of commercial laptop and a regular laptop, right? So in ad group 1A, I'm targeting one commercial laptop, and ad group 1B, I'm targeting a regular laptop. Pretty much similar stuff, but different approach. Okay, regular laptop is made for some other audiences. So ad group instead, like the moment your audiences are different, you have to create another ad group. Simple as that. My commercial laptop is catering to some other audiences. That's why I've created different ad group. And my regular audiences have a different ad group, different audiences. That's why I have a different targeting. You're getting it? To target differently, I have to put keywords separately in ad one, ad group 1 in different, ad group 1B in different way. Are we clear, guys? Are we clear?
Yes, yes.
Don't worry. The moment we will see, if I know for many people it shouldn't be like clear, because it's something that just pictorial way, and it's super tough to understand like this. I understand. When I started running Google ads, same thing showed to me by my trainer, and I was totally blank. I didn't understand much that what he's trying to say, commercial laptop, list kind of example and all. I understand it's super tough. All right, it's super tough. So Don't worry, we will see in this action. Okay, we'll see it is in action. Okay. All right. So guys, shall we move in Google Ads to create, to just see our campaign structure, how to create a campaign structure? What do you think? Shall we go ahead? I'll show this a practical way. Yep. Yes. If you want, please write in chat. I want. Please. I want. So we'll go ahead and jump in straight Google Ads to see how this campaign structure really works.
I have one small doubt.
Yes, go ahead.
One
Ask.
small doubt I have here. So
Yes.
you're creating two ad groups. Instead of creating two ad groups, can we create it as a separate campaign itself? Or when should we create as two ad group? When should we go for a separate campaign?
If your product is same and having a different variance, like I give you an example of laptop right now, which is one commercial segment of the same thing, and another one is regular home basic laptop. So you have to go with the ad group level thing. Okay. Same goes to some other stuff. I'll show you. Just wait. Just let me just show you my dashboard. You will get to know. Is the screen visible, guys? Nope.
So if you're running campaign only for Dell laptop and commercial and home variant, we can have one single campaign. If we have multiple brands, we can go for two
Different ad groups.
Two campaign or something. In that case, we can go. I think so.
Yes. Yes, because you don't want to change the campaign, because ultimately have the same goal and same product with different varieties. The moment you have different varieties as a brand, as a product segment, at a usage, so better to change it. Why you just creating one campaign? Because you have the power of this structure, and if your structure is same, Google will give you better results, to be honest, and also they will charge you less. Otherwise, if you start creating another campaign, Google will not understand what you want. Okay, they will not understand. They will in the mess again.
Okay. This structure is same for all different types of campaign goals, right?
Yes, same. Structure is not going to change anyhow.
Okay.
Structure is not going to change. Yes. All right, let me just share my screen. Why it's not getting scared? Just a second. Okay, here we go. You share and done. Okay, that's, I think, my brand new account. Yes, it's a brand new account. All right, is it visible, guys? Again, asking to you, my screen is visible or not? Yes, perfect. All right, so let's create this structure as I told you. Let's do for one shoes brand. Okay. This is, I've created on plus. I've clicked on plus icon, and simply I'm going to create quickly a campaign. Okay, I'll not explain much right now because you will be in trouble, because there are a lot many things yet to show you before start creating campaign. So I'll quickly create campaign. Just follow me. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm just creating a search campaign quickly. So just to show you how the thing is getting done. My website xyz.com. Continue. So this I could have show you some examples here as well, but I thought to just show you in live how to create a simple structure. Okay. See, it's a step by step. Even it will ask you to create two separate ad groups right here straight. Even you can create it from outside as well, no problem. So my goal is sales campaign. No, I don't want it. Thank you. Campaign name, shoes. Okay. Let it be. Location, targeting, I'm not changing anything. I want English audiences. Budget is something I haven't decided, but for as of now, I'm just adding 500 rupees. Bidding is conversion, set target cost per action. I don't want to do right now. Site extension is again important, but I'm just saving and exiting right now. So I've just named my campaign name, simple. I haven't done yet anything. Okay. Now add group. Red shoes. Okay. One ad group, red shoes. Let me just target here. These are the target area. Okay. These are the area where you have to write your keywords in order to trigger your ads. If someone is searching red shoes, okay, on search, your ad will pop up. Okay. That's how you have to do it. Currently have enough information, provide accurate estimations. Okay. So we have modifiers we'll talk about later. I want to just target red shoes, and that is it. Again, you can see, guys, the moment I add this red shoes ad group, it's saying, do we have any other new ad groups? So yes, I do have it, which is
Black
shoe.
shoes.
Okay, maybe black. Okay, black is better. Okay, black shoes. So my target keyword is black shoes. This list can be go on. Okay, can we go and go on, because it's sort of black shoes, leather black shoes, sneakers in black, something like that. You have to explore your stuff, but I'm just giving you outer area, like how to create and all. Simple. I've just created 2 ad groups right now. Under 2 ad groups, I've created 2 different keywords. Okay, let me just show you quickly few ads. Now you're seeing I have 2 ad groups right now. One is black, another one is blue. Oh, sorry. Which one was that? I forgot it. One is black, another one is
Red and black.
Red. Yes. Okay. xyz.com. I don't want to change it. Headline is this. New headline. This is black. Okay. Black shoes. 25% off. Hurry. Okay. This is the ad 1, and here I go. This is you can see on the right. Now headline is coming on the top. Okay. So I have to add more right now in order to process, but I'm just showing you. Let me just add it here. Same thing. Same headline I will write here. Instead of black, I will just write red. Red shoes. Okay. Done. One ad is done. I haven't provided any description yet, but just to give you an example, I'm just quickly creating these campaigns. 2 ad done, guys. So one is black shoes 25%, and this 25% off. Okay, save and continue. All right, it's time for review. I don't want to do review. It's asking for having 2 errors. That is fine. Fix it. You know what's the error is? Very few element in collection. I have to add a few more things. So what I will do, in fact, I cannot copy paste. If the moment I copy paste whole thing, it will say the same. Okay, so it will stop you doing it. You have to change something, certain thing. Maybe let's take an example right now here.
Simple word tune we can use.
Which one?
That word tune, for example. Chrome extension word tune.
Yeah, what tune will work fine. Yes. So like I just want to have some few more things like black shoes with waterproof, something like that. Like you have to write if according to your needs. Okay, so something like this you have to add it. And again, I have to give a lot of headlines. Okay, let me see if I can do some certain changes and I go with it, because I want to really show you the grid format, how it really looks nice. Okay, let me just add 154. I hope probably works. Let me just remove this.
Can we add a limited period offer?
Of course. This is something temporarily, guys. Don't take it seriously. This is something to just show you how ad structure is all about, nothing related to the headline, performing, and description. Because all this together is super important, because I will show you how to integrate keywords, how to create dynamic advertisements. All this is super important platform. Okay, it's not that easy that I'm doing right now. I'm doing totally wrong intensely. Okay, don't follow this practice. You will be in mess. Okay. Okay. Let me just see if we have completed few steps. Okay, so you can see here there is a few checklists you have to fulfill, otherwise it will not allow you to finish up. Okay, I think we are pretty good at now. And one ad has the issue. Okay, we fixed it one. Now it's time to fix in other one, which is this. Same, I will do the same thing. I will add few more stuff here. 135. Let it be a little bit more. 541. Okay. Now same goes to description. I'll change something on description. BWR. Okay. Now pretty much done. Save and exit. Now please allow me to move forward. Guys, please mute yourself. Too much sound. Thank you. So what's the error now? The ensure customer information product HTTPS. Pretty good. So you guys getting one error. What is this? Showing HTTPS. It must be HTTPS in order to run advertisement. So what I can do, I can give this my own website reference here. That will be super good. Then it will be get resolved.
If it,
Done. Yeah, someone is asking some questions. What was that?
if it is HTTP, we can't run ad.
No, HTTP is not allowed. It will show you error body. You
Okay.
cannot.
Okay.
HTTP, it used to give access to HTTP earlier, but now it's pretty old. No, they don't allow it. It took the information from getchetlink.com. Okay, now it's completed. It looks like completed. Okay, publish. Let me publish it. And here we go. Finally, we have our campaign ready. Let's see. Let me just close it. Exit. Okay, under the campaigns. So one thing guys, see here. Here's my campaign, which is called shoes. Okay. Under the shoes, I have ad groups. Let me just select this. Then only you can see it. It's still under process. Oh. All right, I probably got it right. It will take some time, guys, because it's under process and it has started evaluating my website as well. For some reason, it shouldn't do it because see, its review step is still not processed yet. So that is why I cannot show you right now, but I could have done it. Or either I can do one thing, I can show you my other ad account. It is there. Yeah, it's there, but I'm not authorized to show you because this is something very private in Google Ads. I have signed one NDA. I hope you know, guys, what is NDA, right?
National Defense Academy.
अरे नहीं यार, वो नहीं. Non-disclosure academy. Non-disclosure. Not a defense academy. Come on. All right, guys. So it is not happening right now. I can show you in the next class because probably it will take some time. It is taking some time to finish up. Otherwise, the moment I click on ad groups, you're going to see this proper ads. And moment I click on advertisement accesses, all the ads which I've just created right now, it should be in front of your eyes straight away. So basically what my trying to say, it should look like this, okay? On your campaign one level, which is ad group 1A and ad group 1B. That we will take some very good practical example and we will execute it right here. So you will get to know better because I'm just trying to create one structure to show you. Instead, from the next time onwards, of course, we will perform search campaign, how to create a perfect search campaign along with keyword research. Next question is all about keyword research, how to implement keyword, what kind of keyword you should target, how to check CPC, how to measure average cost per click, how to provide budgets to the campaigns in order to get the right results. That is all about the next session as if now. And now it's time for Q&A, my favorite part. Okay, guys, do you have any questions regarding this part? Please go ahead and feel free to ask, because that is it for today. And you have learned a lot. Let me just go back quickly what you have learned. Let me just give you a whole quick recap. You have learned the ads position, how you now you know what is auction. Okay, now you know how auction works. You know the definition. You have these factors. If you haven't noted down, please write it down. Maybe you don't have to open YouTube again to check all these factors. Write it down in your notebook, take screenshot if you want it. Please go ahead. I hope you did. All right, so we have seen how to calculate all this together. Now this is super interesting part of the day today, that how to get ranked on the top by just calculating right kind of quality score and max bid, right? So I think this part was really fantastic, right? In order to understand how Google search ranking factor works, how this person was on the top of this search query like this. Okay, right? I think this one of the best part of the today for you. And yes, we have seen quality score, how to generate better quality score. We will talk a number of times in our class. Okay, this is going to be my super interesting topic to improve quality score, because every person is just running advertisement on Google Ads, but everyone is not successful because they are not able to get the quality score they want. All right, stop adjusting bids, instead start improving your quality score. Okay, that's what I meant to say here. All right, that was it. After that, we learned about the Google Ads structure, which was this, and we have somewhat seen it in Google Ads as well. Now, you guys tell me, what do you think? How was the session? And we have covered few major steps towards our successful search campaign, and a lot of Google campaign is coming ahead. What do you think? How was this session today? And do you have a question? Please go ahead. And before that, I want you are pretty clear or not, and how was it? Please put your feedback in the chat. Right, pretty easy, right? I'm not going super fast or not explaining much. What do you think? I try to explain the best possible way, I think, because that's how it should be explained, with some certain examples and also with some pictures, and it should be practical, right? I've just tried my best to explain you. Yeah. So what about others, guys? I think only Nihar is clear, and Shankul is also clear. What about others? Clear? If you are clear, please put CC in the chat. Yes, you know that what to do. If you are clear, learn new things, of course. Yes, CC. CC, yes. All right, it's time for Q&A, guys. Please go ahead and ask questions regarding this class and the previous class if you have any questions. And let me just ask you quickly, have you created your Google Ad account yet or not? If you have created, please type in chat created. If you're not, please write not created yet. Who has created? Not yet. Nihar has one account. Swapna doesn't have any account. Okay. What about others? We have account. Saurabh has one created. So guys, please try to go and implement on the same day. Otherwise, you'll lose the track. Created few Google Ads. Okay. Nice. Basuraj, yes. All right. I'm glad that you are already up in that game. I have already created your ad account, and
or purchase के
yeah. So yet to learn how to optimize Google Ads. Yes. So there are so many things to learn in Google Ads to get approved. Right? Yes. Hitesh, can you mute yourself? Yeah, thank you. All right. So guys, do we have any questions to got this? Not much disturbance. Yes, go ahead. Do you have any questions? Please go ahead. We are running out of time right now, and let's discuss more about it.
How can we know that a person is using a maximum bid? Like when if our website is ranking or second or third, so above person are using maximum strategy or quality rank is good. Like we can optimize according to that, right? So how to figure out that they are using maximum bid or the quality score is good?
See, we always cannot see the bidding strategy. Very first thing, we cannot know that what is bidding strategy is being used by some other person. Now, second thing, what we can know is the quality score. Okay, so it's not about that I've just searched on Google and typing VPN and their one ad is coming on the top. I cannot quickly say that this person is super good and his quality score is must be good. That's why it's coming on the top. You have to do search 3-4 times, and you are noticing that this particular person is always coming on the top of your advertisement. So you are knowing it, right? If you are running Google Ads before, you must be knowing and you must be testing it that the same keyword, how many people are coming it along with your advertisement. Your ad must be coming on second position, third position, not on the top. So what you can do, you can just click on the website of him, just have a look how they are doing, how they are maintaining the bounce rate, how they are creating the right kind of environment, creating the page experience, and a lot of stuff. So you have to play around that. That's why you are under down. So basically thing is you have to work on quality score. Of course, you cannot check the bidding strategy. That is not allowed and this is not transparent yet.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, two things you can try. So if you are somewhat near to this, I can suggest you increase your bid by manually or by go to max CPA strategy. It's up to you if you can afford it. Otherwise, just try to pull manual. So if you have seen today you are bidding for 10 rupees, you are coming on the fourth position. Today increase it by 2 rupees, 3 rupees, make it 15 rupees. Now you're seeing I'm coming on the second position. Now you're seeing that I'm in second position, one position is also still left. So try to increase another 5 rupees like that and see if you are coming on the first position or not. If still you are not coming on the first position, so go in under your quality score, check the what ranking factor is stopping you to come on the top. If your ranking quality score is less than 8 or 7, so definitely you have to work on it. If you don't want to improve quality score, you have to pay more, of course. So you just start paying more. Quality score, if it even is 7 or 8, it's fine, it will work.
Okay, thank you.
Cool, great question. Nice. All right, do we have any other question, guys? That was some serious question asked by Saurabh, and by question
How
I
to find
can
quality score?
yeah, which one?
Quality score.
How to what? I didn't get it.
How to know what
You
about
can
the quality score?
you cannot you can only know by checking the website how this website is better than your landing page. That's why Google allowing is on the top. Two factors I told you now. One is max bidding strategy, another one is quality score. Of course you cannot check the bidding strategy, of course you cannot check the quality score like that, but you can find out how this particular thing is ranking on the top. Okay, so you can check on the website what kind of plugin they're using, what kind of chat system you're using, what kind of layout they have, easy information. You are also providing the same information for the shoes, another person is also providing the same information on the shoes, which is more easy to read by the users. This will make sense to improve your quality score. So might be you have to change your copywriting in your website. That is what important. Might be change your images. This can be done, right? A lot of things can be done after knowing it. If you're coming on the top, you don't have to worry. If you're not coming on the top 3 or 4 section or maybe on 9th position, very even you're not ranking enough. Okay, there are some cases like when people say I'm running Google Ads, but there is no impressions, even there is no ad spent. It happens. Okay, it happens. Why it's not happened? You are setting too less amount right now. Industrial amount for a particular keyword is 15 rupees, but you are starting with 5 rupees. Google in fact are not allowing you to enter the auction because there are already 4,000 people like you are entered in the game, those who are paying 50 rupees, 100 rupees for each keyword, and you are just paying 5 rupees. Google will not even look at you. Okay, they will not even give you entrance to bid on any keyword to show and search results. So you will be out of the league. So you will say there is everything is zero. The Google ad is not showing any result, and your ad spend is zero. Nothing is going to happen. So Google ad will be like a freeze moment for you, and you will be thinking that why my Google ads not working? Because your bidding strategy is wrong. You have to pay more because people are already paying 50 rupees, 100 rupees. So somewhat you have to start with 20 rupees or 30 rupees to at least come to the auction and show some certain results, maybe on third position, sixth, eighth position, somewhere else. Clear?
Yes, clear.
Awesome, guys, awesome. And that is it, pretty much it. And that was seriously to be good to know that you are learning really fast. I'm
One
very
more thing.
happy. Yeah.
Suppose if search volume is there like 100, and CPC is 0. So in that case, what will happen? Like how Google will charge? It is possible, like
It's too less. It's too less. 100 is actually too less, and Google will also take a lot of time to understand how to charge you, because see, 100 searches is really low. At least it should be
Okay.
1,000 plus searches. At least 1,000. At least 100. You are
Okay.
saying like it's something related to a very specific event, right? So to
Yeah.
sell some specific event is not possible. You can sell event which is occurring again and again. If someone is searching for hospital service, cab service, something this kind of service which is repeated, and people are gonna search again and again, and search volume will increase day by day. That can be sold as an ad. Otherwise, if something is very specific, like suppose a news, okay, news come today and it get obsolete by tomorrow, right? It happens with
Okay.
the newses. So we cannot run advertisement on news headline, because this is not possible, because news will get old. Similar goes to this. If the search volume is really less 100, so I
Okay.
would rather say you shouldn't target it, because I think this is not a right channel.
Okay. Correct.
And you will not get quality score, more and less, because to get more quality score you have to get crowd, and there is no crowd. 100 is very small crowd, right? So no people, even after coming, people will be, Google will not able to understand what kind of score they should give you, because 100 is
Okay.
very less.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, one quick question. Sorry I was late. Automatic bidding and manual bidding, which should we prefer? Like where I got to know, like when I was listening and when I was doing my course and all, where they said if you do go with automatic bidding, so if someone like you, like we just you're charging, you're putting a bid of 100 rupees per day, okay, on CPC, okay, is 100. So at some point you decrease your budget, so your CPC might go down. So if I put automatic bidding, whereas on that on that space when you CPC was 100, I kept 10. I just put to added one more rupee. I just CPC to be a competitor. So if I'm doing an automatic bidding, you went to 50 rupees, then my CPC will be 51. So what do you choose? Like, will go manual or automatic would be better?
I will start with manual. See, automatic is only recommended if you have hefty amount to test. Like you have some amount to just spend and test it. Like what is the current CPC and what is the right conversion. Like see, there are multiple bidding strategies which we haven't discussed in the class, which is called CPA, CPC, average CPC, maximum bids, right? There are a lot of bidding strategy involved here. So initially, if you are starting any campaign, go with the manual CPC. Check out what is average cost per click, because if you're done keyword research, right? So in keyword research, it says what is the average cost per click in industry, which is the best thing that can give you by Google for free, of course. So Google can tell you what is the average cost per click via keywords planner. Okay, so you can take it one. After observing that, you can go with the manual bidding. And after clicking the manual, if the Google showing 5 rupees or 7 rupees average cost per click for particular product, particular keyword, so give it all like round of figure, like I can maximum bid 8 rupees for this. So go with the manual one. You see people are clicking, conversion happening. You are seeing that few conversion has started happening. So if you want to increase more, of course you have to increase your bids. So increase the bids. At the same time, you have to check your quality score. What is quality score you're getting? Accordingly, if your quality score is good enough, still not getting conversions, it's time to change your bidding strategy and or to increase it from 8 rupees to maybe 10 or maybe 20 or 30. You have to increase every day in order to check which day you are on the right day. Okay, you have to watch it very closely unless and until it's pretty stable sales on your business.
All right, thank you. Can I get this on YouTube, this session?
You can get it, but it will be uploaded very late this time, because I have some bandwidth issue right now. That's why Google Ads session is not been uploaded yet. It will be uploaded very late, maybe after this week. So you have to wait for it. So that's why I'm saying don't miss it. If it is a live session, please take an opportunity. And that's it. Yeah, pretty much it.